welcome everyone, welcome to game number 2 between Mothump AOC and Blitz for the Group 1 stage in the second round of Division B for the Australian Open. Now, obviously, this is Blitz's home map, not Blitz's home map, sorry, Mothump's home map, as he unfortunately lost the previous game against Blitz, which was like a Highlands or Archipelago or something along those lines. Maybe it was Coastal. I don't think it was Coastal. Not really sure. No, it definitely wasn't Coastal. But either way, let's turn off the fog of war and see what map we have here. And indeed, it is Islands. Now, this is quite an interesting pick, but I will get to that in just a moment's time. Let's introduce the players first and see what's going on. So down to the south of the map, playing in the blue, we have we have Mothump, and he has chosen the Vikings today for his home map, and up to the northern sort of area of the map, playing in the red, we have Quick Brown Fox, aka Blitz, who has also chosen the Vikings. Now, the reason that I say the map choice is quite interesting here for Mothump is because it's islands, right? It's islands. The map is islands, so it's a water map, and we saw how strong the build order here for Blitz was in the previous game. He managed to get up to the feudal age well before his opponent managed to quite decisively and definitively take water control from him as well. And in Division B, that is not exactly an easy task to do against Mothump, who is quite an he's pretty good. He's pretty good when it comes to water. He's played some pretty strong water games. So the fact that that he's going for pretty much a full-on water map here is a little bit interesting in my opinion. But we have to wait and see how it turns out for him. Let's have a look at his map, because maybe he'll be able to get a map advantage over his opponent. So down to the southern sort of area of his map, we have his main gold, and that is, I don't think, going to be definitely not harassable by galleys, but maybe war galleys and galleons as the game progresses might be able to harass maybe the closest side of this gold and potentially the other side as well. Where are his other resources? Well, he has another big gold up here as well toward the on the front of his base, and it's not really harassable from the shoreline, I wouldn't say. He has a stone that is definitely harassable from the pardon me, from the waterline, which is only really going to come into play if he does, as unfortunate as it sounds, gets pushed off the water. And he has another stone out on the front, which is definitely able to be taken without any worries of harassment from the shore. Are his deer nice and close? Well, no, his deer are not that close. His deer are on the other side of this forest, and unfortunately for him, he has lost his scout trying to lure his first boar. So Mothump grabbing Loom is going to delay his uptime even more, or his second boar rather, is going to delay his uptime even more, and he is going to be in a really, really unfortunate position as he's lost his scout now as well, and he hasn't really scouted a lot of his island. Has he found all of his resources? I think he's missing potentially 2 sheep, but I could be wrong on that front. Let's have a quick look. Is he missing 2 sheep? Well, no, he isn't. He's just taken 2 sheep that he probably shouldn't have. His opponent, however, Blitz, let's have a look at his map. Well, his main gold is nestled kind of nice and cute in amongst his main woodline here. Unfortunately for him, rather, it is going to be harassable from the shoreline if he loses water, and he also does have quite a thin island toward the northern area of his of his map too. This gold here, for example, definitely harassable from the shoreline, or will be in the later stages of the game. Where his stones, well, his stones are quite nice in the sort of fatter part of his island. This one's definitely harassable from the water, this one definitely not. And I mentioned the stones because maybe he wants to break the meta, and maybe he wants to go for longboats, which would be so much fun to see from the Vikings. But obviously if he loses water, then putting up a castle and building docks underneath the shadow and protection of the castle is a good way to get yourself back on the water. He's already thrown up his first dock out on the front of his base. He's going for an aggressive playstyle, aggressive dock position, and he's surrounded himself with a lot of deep sea fish as well. Mothump finally throwing up his first dock, and again, it's an aggressive dock, it's a front dock, but his first fishing ships are going to be delayed quite significantly compared to his opponent. So he's not going to be able to grab these delicious, nutritious deep sea fish and benefit from the eco bonus that it's going to give him, or the eco boost rather. And we can see Quick Brown Fox, aka Blitz, has already blitzed his way into the feudal age. Now my question is he going to remember to go out and take gold in this game, or is he going to delay it, get out one galley, scare his opponent, and then sit back on his heels for a little bit? Well, it seems like he's going to be heading out to gold with these villages. There we go. He's going to head out to gold first this time, which is all well and good to see from him. And like I said, up to the feudal age, up well before his opponent. Mothump here throwing down his second dock with this half HP villager, and it will be interesting for me to see as well if he does decide to go ahead and do 3 or 4 docks as soon as he gets up into the, or how long he delays his 4th dock. For Mothump, now clicking up to the feudal age as well, on the same amount of villages, less population owing to the fishing ship difference between the two players here, as well as the fact that he lost a scout. Rest in peace. Oh, it's already decayed. Okay, rest in peace, scout. And he's going to be significantly further behind his opponent and clicking up. It is worth noting as well that the deer were in quite a lurable, or a nicely lurable position here for Blitz as well. 3rd dock coming up for him, and we're going to see galleys coming out straight away from his first 2 docks with double bitax coming in immediately as well, and he is going to be in a fantastic position to be able to start pushing out and taking the initiative and starting to take control of the water. He does only have 3 villages out on gold, although I suppose as a Vikings, cheaper docks, cheaper warships should be all good in the hood. Now 3 galleys being queued up straight away and being sent out in defensive positions. Oh, there we go. Now he's starting to head out to where he thinks his opponent might be, as Mothump now advances to the feudal age as well. Is he going to be getting up his 2nd dock? Well, yes, he's got a 2nd dock coming up. 3rd dock going to be a little bit delayed relative to his opponent. As this is a bit of a saving grace for him, though, as Blitz is starting to send his galleys the wrong way around his island. Mothump, this is the time to get your 3rd dock up and start using your defender's advantage to start pumping out those defensive galleys. You've both got, I believe, you've both got 4 fishing ships as well. Blitz's play is actually really impressive. He must be one of the highest seeds in Division B. I would say he must be because his water build is on point. And I mean, that's the only build that we've really seen from him so far. But water builds are notoriously difficult. You really have to have nice, efficient Dark Ages. And we can see Mothump going up with a 3rd dock now as well. Again, significantly further behind his opponent. 6 military units to 3, but again, the saving grace here, the saving grace of Mothump is that Blitz still has not found his opponent yet. He still hasn't found Mothump, but he has to realize now that Mothump's docks are down in this location.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Thank you very much for the follow, but he must know now that Mothump's docks are down in this position here, since he has scouted pretty much anywhere else that Mothump could potentially have placed his docks if he was going to be going for an aggressive playstyle on the water in the feudal age. And indeed, he can now see every now and again behind this, in this fog of war, in the darkness, he can see those fishing ships there from Mothump, as Mothump starts to push out across the water to see what sort of damage he can do to his opponent here as well, as Blitz chucks up his 4th dock. Has Mothump gone for his 4th dock? Well, no, he has not yet, and Blitz is going to be in a fantastic position to start taking down the fishing ships here of his opponent. Is just not usually around Aussie times, as Mothump pushes out with his galleys, Blitz chooses the opportune moment to start pushing in with his, and he's going to get a galley pick here for nothing. At the same time, he is going to lose the galley out on the front as well. Blacksmith coming up for Mothump, which could only tell me that a blacksmith will, there it is, indeed be coming up for Blitz as well. So in terms of in terms of fletching, both of these guys are going to be pretty much getting the upgrade at the same time. But again, we see more or less what happened in the previous game, where the military numbers are just so far ahead of Blitz, owing to the fact that he was up to the feudal age so much quicker than his opponent here. And Mothump looking to be in a bit of a bad spot here. Bit of a messy fight coming in here for Mothump. He shouldn't really be throwing away 3 galleys for nothing. And then again, Blitz not really paying too much attention at all. Yes, he did have a re. Unfortunately, he has not taken the re, as it was only before 4 minutes of game time. And since we are at 16.5, I think the re window has well and truly passed. But we can see a 4th dock now coming up a little bit further south for Fletch. Sorry, not Fletch. Oh, crap. A little bit further south for Mothump. We don't see 5 docks having come up for his opponent yet, but what we do see is we see that the fishing ships, where are they? Well, the fishing ships, there's only 2 fishing ships left for Mothump, I think. Yep, only 2 fishing ships left for Mothump, whereas the fishing ships for Blitz here, still sitting pretty on 4 of those bad boys. So again, economically, we can see that Blitz is getting awfully close to that Castle Age click, whereas Mothump skint pretty much absolutely nothing nothing on the nothing in the way of being able to click up in terms of food. He has a crap ton of wood. He should have been seeding farms if he's going to have lost his fishing ships, and maybe, just maybe, he should be trying to look ahead and start thinking about a landing here as well, as he is definitively outnumbered on the water. They both now have fletching, but fletching has come in rather late for Mothump here, and this is not going to be a good fight. He might be able to get a few villager picks here. Well, there we go, there's one villager pick. He's going to lose pretty much his entire navy, and this is always going to be a really, really difficult area for Blitz to be able to try and defend. But again, wow, 4 villagers, huge players, and Mothump's actually taken the villager lead. Of course, that is going to be supplemented somewhat by the fact that Blitz does have out, I think still, no, that's way more than 4 fishing ships. That's a crap ton more than 4 fishing ships. So even though Mothump has the villager lead at the moment, he's not going to be able to overlook the fact that he is severely outnumbered when it comes to fishing ships. But we can see 5 docks now being thrown up for Mothump, looking like he really wants to commit to water. He doesn't want to try and let this go, and obviously as the Vikings, more than 3 docks is quite viable owing to the cheaper warships and the cheaper docks as well. Sorry, Fletch. I just keep looking over on my second monitor and seeing your name because it's in the Twitch chat. I'm like, oh, it's not Fletch, it's Mothump. I just got Fletch on the mind. Just got Fletch on my mind, mate. But even so, 24 military to 14, regardless of, or despite the fact rather, that Mothump has an extra dock up. And we can see, has the market come up now for, yeah, the market's up, and indeed, so is Fletch. I don't know, it just rolls off the tongue a lot nicer than Mothump, I think. But Blitz up to the castle age now as well, and he's gonna take down one of Mothump's, didn't say this time, he's going to take down one of Mothump's docks to bring the dock numbers to 4 apiece. And once again, we can see that Mothump is just lagging behind economically and in terms of upgrade times as well. Granted, he didn't have the greatest start. Don't do that, Darth. That's going to really screw me over. A 5th dock now being put up. I suppose this is essentially the 6th dock for shit. I looked over again. Oh my god. Fletch should be DQ'd, that would help. Maybe he should just be banned from the Twitch chat. No, I'm kidding, don't do that. But yeah, we can see that Mothump is now also much further behind his opponent in terms of uptimes. It looks like, was he trying to throw up a cheeky dock? No, he's just going for a mill. He's desperate enough to get up to the castle age, and he's throwing a mill up on the steer that he wasn't able to lure in the Dark Age, owing to the fact that he actually lost his scout, which is awfully unfortunate for him. But again, Mothump being a little bit cheeky, sending his galleys round and trying to pick off any more villages from his opponent that he can. But again, fighting outside the docks here of Blitz is not going to put him in a nice position, as we can see that Blitz very nearly into the castle age. We can see, or we can anticipate, Bowsaw, War Galley, and Bodkin Arrow are going to be the upgrades of choice for Blitz once he gets into the castle age. And indeed, let's see how well my predictions are. We can see War Galley, Bodkin Arrow, and Bowsaw just like that. Now again, Mothump in a very bad position. How close is he to the castle age? Well, he can nearly click up to the castle age. Does he have a market in saying that? Let's quickly have a look. He doesn't actually have a market, so he's going to find, oh, let's click. No, he can't actually click because he doesn't have a market, and indeed he's throwing one up in haste with 1 villager. But for the time being, it looks like it could be too little too late once again for Mothump, as the castle age upgrade and all those awesome technologies, awesome powerful technologies like War Galley and Bodkin Arrow and such, actually meaning that Blitz can start harassing the woodcutters, the lumberjacks of Mothump from the shoreline. And Mothump, oh my goodness, in haste with 1 villager indeed, and Mothump just leading a good chunk of Blitz's army around in a wild goose chase as he throws up an extra town centre. Does Blitz as well. Sweat dripping from that one. Yeah, well, he's managed to do his job right, and he's got up to the he's allowed Mothump to get up to the castle age, and Mothump just continually having to redock around the side or the southern edge of his island. 26 military to 22, which is, you know, not too bad for him at all. A good chunk of the military here from Blitz, however, is running around still trying to chase down these 7-8 galleys from Mothump. Unfortunately, once these get found, they're going to die, and that's going to put this military count even further in favor of the red player Blitz. And Blitz still only up on 2 TCs, I believe. Yep, still only up on 2 TCs, preparing for the late game as well. Blitz is 1600. I'm really not sure, but like I said, he is playing a fantastically strong game, preparing for the late game as well, getting out a monastery, or getting up a monastery, looking to get those all-important relics in, and saying that how many relics does he actually have on his island? Well, he has 2 relics, I believe. Yep, 2 relics on his island, and he's also putting up his houses around the shoreline to make sure that he can keep an eye out for any sort of funky business that could be coming in from Mothump here. But Mothump is still going hard. He's still going hard on the water, so we can see that no landings are going to be imminent for him at any time in the near future. Some nice harassment around the back of his base, however, from Blitz, forcing the idle time, forcing the harassment on those pardon me, on those lumberjacks. And now with War Galley and Bodkin era coming in, and more or less even military count, especially with a good chunk of Blitz's military being around the back of his base, it's a good time for Mothump to actually be able to start pushing out and start taking down these. Oh my god, is Bodkin era going to come in before this? Oh no. Bodkin arrow didn't come in, did it? Oh no! Shit! Bodkin arrow didn't come in. The blacksmith being taken down by those 3 war galleys at the front of Mothump's base. Really unfortunate for him. Having to rebuild his blacksmith and research it as well. And we can see the Imperial Age upgrade now coming in for Blitz as he's thrown down a 3rd town centre, helped of course by the fantastically strong Viking economy, as well as the fact that he does have the fishing ship advantage over his opponent. And I'm saying that, where the hell are all his fishing ships? Are they still back at home, or did he lose them all? Where is all of Blitz's fish? Blitz doesn't have any fish left, is that right? Hang on. Let's bring back the display. I don't know why this doesn't stay. Yeah, he's got no fish, holy shit! Okay, so it turns out Mothump didn't actually, Mothump went around pardon me, and started taking out all the fish from Blitz, but it doesn't matter. It's obviously done. You know, the fish has paid dividends already for Blitz as he managed to click up to the Imperial Age pretty much at the same time as Mothump managed to get into the Castle Age. Moth is pretty good on land. Moth is pretty bloody good on water as well. His water build is not actually that bad. I think he's just getting outplayed by obviously a stronger player. 28 military to 32 in favour of Mothump. Mothump should be able to take this fight quite easily as well, although careening has been done here for the +1 boat armour for Blitz. Now Blitz nearly into the Imperial Age here. Is he going to be able to win this fight? Well, he's fighting outside of his docks, which I can only imagine are being worked overtime here as well. We can see War Galleys having been queued up. War Galleys going to start taking down those of Mothump, and once the Imperial Age upgrade comes in, it could even be GG from Mothump. No, Mothump choosing to carry on, choosing to fight on. Ballistics finally coming in now as well for Blitz, and he's going to be able to clean up this army of Mothump that was buzzing around his docks, but not before Mothump gets a cheeky few shots in here as well. Unfortunately, Mothump, he's still got some military on the water at least, but it's going to be very hard for him to be able to, you know, successfully pull off a landing, as a barracks is already up here for Blitz with Bracer and Galleon coming in as well. And of course, Mothump, let's not forget, is still sitting in the Castle Age, and we can see actually that Blitz is getting out a transport ship as well. So it looks like he wants to go ahead and start finishing the game off as Man-at-Arms as well as Galleon comes in. Transport ship. Let's hope that this doesn't get spotted, because that's just going to give Mothump the intel as to what his opponent is going to be doing as well. A little bit of harassment around the back of Blitz's island, as well as a little bit of harassment on the front of Blitz's island. This transport ship is a GG, and it's about to go down to the War Galleys here from Mothump. Or is Mothump going to spare it? Oh, Mothump might spare it. Okay, well, there we go. That's, what's that, 3 docks? Yeah, 3 docks now for Blitz, compared to the 5. How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never do math on stream, but I think counting to 5 is totally fine. And this transport ship lives on to the long swords, the Man-at-Arms, long swords champion, and all those sorts of good upgrades are going to be coming in thick and fast here for Blitz, and he's going to be able to land his opponent sneakily, as Blitz does decide to go ahead and redock down further toward the south of his map, whilst building another barracks as well. Military count still pretty much dead even here, although Mothump will start to be able to to start outproducing his opponent, as he does have 2 extra, well, I suppose only 1 extra dock up over his opponent here, and a bit of a hustle, a bit of a tussle, a bit of a fight coming out here in the middle of the water here as well. Let's keep an eye on the military numbers, and it looks like Mothump is going to be losing this one as well. Was that a conversion? Did I just see a conversion come in? I swear to God there was a conversion, otherwise there wouldn't have been a red galley there from Blitz. Anyway, Blitz managing to push the war galleys away here. Obviously, it's Galleon, it is Bracer, it is Chemistry. So even if the numbers are not quite in favour of Blitz here, he's still going to be able to take cost-effective fights. And we can see that the galleys here, or the war galleys rather, from... we can see the war galleys from Mothump are just starting to melt away as the There's the ballsy transport ship here from Blitz is just running around, just trying to distract the war galleys here from Mothump. And Mothump, unfortunately, as he's chasing this transport ship down, not wanting it to be able to get over to land on his island, has lost his has lost that part of his navy, and now Blitz can come along. He can land exactly where there is a house building villager from his opponent. That was quite an interesting play. Two-handed swordsman, scale mail armor now coming in for Blitz as well, and he's still pushing forward. He hasn't created any galleons for quite some time, and these galleons here are still managing to pick off and pick through all of Mothump's army here. The transport ship has gone over with one villager only, and the transport ship survives with 10 HP. Scale, mail, armor, and man-at-arms coming in for Mothump here, so he recognizes that he has indeed been landed, and he is valiantly trying to put up a bit of a fight here, as I think he only just throws up... Oh no, it's his third town center. As he throws up his third town center here, but he is definitively out-ecoed at the moment. He's only got 2 fishing ships up over his opponent, and that's quite a huge deficit of 19 villages behind Blitz here as well. Heavy plow finally coming in for Blitz, because why not? Those farms need to be working just that little bit more as well. Next time I'll use a transport as a runner. It's a bit ballsy, but I like the style, and I like the balls that he managed to he managed to show there as well. And here we go, the galleons still pushing forward from Blitz. Like I said, he hasn't created galleons for quite some time. This weak contingency of boats that he has here has been lasting for quite a while. Mothump now clicking up to the Imperial Age. Obviously, you don't need a lot of farms if you're the Vikings to be able to click up. Unfortunately, a lot of those farms, those minimal farms that he has, is under a lot of stress, is under a bit of duress here from the warships from Blitz as they start picking off farms here and there, as well as villages at the back of Mothump's base. Champion finally coming in now for Quick Brown Fox, by which I mean Blitz as well. Forward castle being dropped down now, as well as a siege workshop. Do we see Cap Ram coming in for Blitz? Well, no, we do not. What we do see is we see a dock having been denied at the front of Mothump's base, and a second TC, the second TC or third TC rather, is under fire from Blitz as well, and it's looking pretty dicey for Mothump as he recognizes the situation and calls GG in the second game here in the best of 5 series between Blitz and Mothump. So, well, they're already starting the next game. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move Blitz's name across to the right-hand side because that's starting to annoy me. I'll change the scores over real quick to show that it is indeed 2-0 to Blitz. I'll change the scene back so you guys can look at a pretty scenic landscape of Australia and some flying kangaroos from New Zealand. And I'll see you guys very, very soon for game number 3.